I asked some help from, you know, the GOAT, Mr. Mansand, and he gave me a lot of tips. Everything you see is tips from him. And like the funny thing is that this game that I'm about to show you is versus Levi. So I think that's like kind of funny. So my opening hand is kind of whatever, right? We just cycle the blink because neither one of those cards has any use. We just block, we look to find a blocking card. And then just put out the discharge because this game is kind of fast. It's not going to second cycle, I'll tell you that much. And also, this hand I'm pondering a bit here because it does set up quite nicely. It does not let them put anything into the grave. So they don't have 3 for next turn to like banish. And I just get to cycle cards a lot here. So before passing on end, I decided to cycle it, and there's a lot of instance going on, but it is what it is. Our hand is looking pretty good. Yeah, they opened Bloodrush Pillow, so now they have enough things in the grave that they need for this shit. Fast blocks. Now here's like a couple of interesting things about this hand. You can fix the hand with Flash of Brilliance, getting the Eclectic Magnetism out of the way. But I think there is like a better thing here, because you just wait to see what they do last, okay? And then you can decide what to do. The erase phase does say that the Consign Cosmos is not doing anything really. Now what I can do is block 6, but I wanted to get the Brilliance back. Cycling cards fast like this, doing a little bit of damage. I also block Eclectic Magnetism here for 3, so I kind of do want to stop the bleeding. You know, I'm holding my wound. I'm holding my wound a bit. So just take 2. We grab back the Brilliance because I can use it with Blast. So this is like my #1 macro plan right now, given how the game draws goes right now. So I'm just looking to throw up cards. And I think my opponent like fucks up here a bit. Blocks 5 instead of 7 with the Scabskins and just deny the draw. But you see, 42 cards? 42 cards left in deck on turn 2. Just do very fast cycling. So I just play the sigils out, cause why not? Arsenal 1. The reason why I decided to Arsenal Lightning here is because, like I said, the macro game plan, number one thing is to find the cards that I want, which is right now Gaia in a Flash or Eclectic Magnetism, spells, Blast Oblivion, okay? And I don't have any of those in my hand, so the Embodiment of Lightning will be quote-unquote wasted. So I'd rather have the payoff of Sigil of Aether for next turn. While the Embodiment of Lightning is not like wasted, Sigil of Aether does something because you can activate bindings and shoot your opponent. But also Sigil of Brilliance just helps me to dig faster. And I do want to Arsenal a card because there's no reason ever to not Arsenal a Sigil. If you want to play it, just play it at the end step. It's kind of interesting is we took Erase Phase, we took Bloodrush Bellow, and the game is even. Now here's the interesting choice. Actually, I wanted to block with bindings. That was my mistake. Now the reason I play these is because I just want to shoot a big Sigil of Aether into good etchings and deal relevant damage that way, while also like digging fast. So we get the amp to etchings, and then we can just send this Eclectic Magnetism. Because the etchings will draw us a card guaranteed here. So I'm allowed to pitch Blast Oblivion and just find Brilliance. Now they do use Scowling here because of our Embodiment of Lightning, and I suppose they have another good hand that they want to push. So yeah, but it's still like Scowling was not good there. The Scowling has not been that good. Yeah, this is the lose con for Oscilio, for your opponent to go like this. I probably would like to cycle the blink because it's not doing anything in this. I don't really want to block with this hand. Then they pop Shaz and throw 6 on the Scabs, like okay. But it's like they just needed the 2. Basically it's 2 action points. If they get only 1, it's not punished really. But I do take 5 extra damage because of Scabs. And just here blocking the last attack, I do want to end in a Mind Warp. And now this is the combo. Yeah, it's not like the best, but given this game state, I don't get another turn and I need to convert this hand instantly. And converting that to Mind Warp is like really good. And then they quit. Here though. Okay. So let's rewind a bit. They send one thing, we block with Gun Flash, Blast Oblivion to preserve life, okay? We block 5 to preserve life because those does not do anything in our hand. We don't have action points to use them. And then we go Fleeting Charge, go again, into Mind Warp that guaranteed gets through again. Probably opponent wants to block the first one, so they're left with 2 card hand and I'm probably at 9 life. But my next hand would have been, I draw Fleeting Charge, I Arsenal Fleeting Charge, Snool Shock, Somersault, current final, so I can block a lot while send lethal with Null Shock if I need to. Like the 2 slots I'm missing right now, or I'm undecided for, is, well, Sigil of Aether I want to play firstly, because these games has been really awesome. But yeah, that's we sustained 2 Blood Rush Bellows, Sash, and Scab Skins to 6. And won the game without seeing Gun in the Flash. Okay, that is kind of crazy. That's how good this deck is.